So why do some people not only cope with a traumatic event, but actually thrive later on because of it? In short, it's due to post-traumatic growth. But even though the term post-traumatic growth has been around for more than 20 years already, most people don't know what it is. Here's an easy-to-understand explanation. Hi, I'm Andre from rewireandthrive.com. So most people experience traumatic events in their life, and some of these people find it difficult to move forward with their lives after some of these events. And then there's another group of people for whom trauma can also be life-changing, but in a positive way though. It can lead them to develop new skills and strengths, overcome difficulties they previously struggled with, feel more appreciation for life, and become more resilient. These people have experienced what is called post-traumatic growth. This concept of post-traumatic growth is actually an important one because it offers consolation to so many people who find it difficult to recover and move on after a traumatic event. Post-traumatic growth can provide opportunities to connect with others in new ways and develop a deeper sense of meaning and purpose in one's life. It helps people to see that something positive can come out of a negative experience, even if it doesn't feel possible at the moment. But what exactly is post-traumatic growth, or PTG? Post-traumatic growth refers to positive psychological and spiritual changes which occur after someone experiences a traumatic event. Some examples of traumatic events would be the death of a loved one, abuse, crime, war, or an accident or natural disaster, to name just a few. But there's something I would just like to clarify at this point though. Post-traumatic growth is sometimes confused with resiliency, or they are used interchangeably with one another, but they are in fact different things. Resiliency refers to someone's ability to bounce back after a traumatic event. But post-traumatic growth is not only about bouncing back to the same level they were before, but surpassing it and becoming a better version of themselves. For example, becoming stronger, kinder, wiser, and more attentive to themselves and others. But post-traumatic growth is something that takes a lot of time and deliberate effort because the person's core beliefs are dramatically challenged and often causes a serious psychological struggle for them. It's as if their current internal system isn't able to process or deal with what happened to them, and therefore they need to change or expand their identity, views, or beliefs to be able to process and come to terms with what happened to them. And this process can often be confusing and distressing before it's completed. Post-traumatic growth is not about forgetting or denying the trauma that had happened in your life. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about embracing the pain, learning from it, and becoming stronger because of it. It's not just about moving on. It's about growing and having a greater sense of meaning because of what happened to you. Even though it could be a long, hard road for people, post-traumatic growth helps them discover a new side of themselves, making them happier and more satisfied with their lives. It can lead them to develop new understandings of themselves and the world, how they want to live their lives and relate to other people. For example, if they are experiencing the death of a loved one, friend, family member, or even a pet, they may experience a lot of pain, sorrow, and grief. However, through the process of grieving their loved one's death, they may also discover the ability to appreciate and enjoy life more fully by being grateful for the precious memories they have and for the things and people they still currently have in their lives. To find out whether someone has experienced post-traumatic growth, one would generally look for positive changes in any one of the following 5 areas of their life. The first area to look at would be appreciation of life. These people start seeing beauty and meaning where it was previously lacking, feeling more connected to nature. The second area to look at would be relationships with others. They feel more connected to others, have greater compassion and empathy for both other people and themselves. The third area to look at is new possibilities in life. They perceive that life holds more possibilities than were previously apparent. They want to make the world a better place. They discover new strengths or talents or abilities. The fourth area is personal strength. They come to an understanding that they can endure and overcome hardships and that they are strong enough to handle all types of problems in the future. And the last area to look at is spiritual changes. They find new meaning in life, have an increased sense of purpose, believing in something bigger than themselves. They experience a sense of peace or transcendence, feeling more able to love and be loved, and they have a greater sense of connection with others. Now that we've covered what post-traumatic growth is, in my next video I will explain how you can achieve it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.